Hey! This video will be about HTPCs, or rather media playback devices. I've been using Kodi, or as it was called before, XBMC, since it was released on the original Xbox. So that's been quite a few years. And a few years back, or rather since it wasn't available on the Xbox anymore and we moved into the HD era, I've been building HTPCs for it. And the one I have currently is a quad-core Core i5 Haswell based with 8 gigs of dual channel memory and SSD, and it basically plays anything I'd ever wanted to. Because I was sick of having to upgrade and new formats and all that kind of crap. So I wanted HTPC which could do everything on its graphical processing unit. But if a new standard was released, like H.265, I wanted it to be able to decode it on the CPU alone. And that's worked very well. But a new trend has started emerging, and that's online content that's being streamed, be it YouTube or Netflix or Amazon or Crunchyroll or something like that. And since I'm running Kodi on OpenELEC, I'm having issues accessing those streams because there's no apps for that, and Kodi itself natively can't do that. So I've been looking at a solution for that, and recently they introduced the new NVIDIA Shield, the 2017 model. I won't go much into the details and specs, but basically it has the same processor as the original one two years back. But it should be beefy enough to do anything using the GPU, and anything that it can't decode using the GPU, the CPU should be somewhat sufficient, I think. And let's put them head to head and see how a quad-core Core i5 with OpenELEC and Kodi does against a NVIDIA Shield with Kodi, and we'll also have a little look at the other possibilities the Shield has that basically the HTPC doesn't, because it doesn't run a supported platform. Before I get all kinds of comments, yes, I could run Windows on it, and I could open a browser, and I could watch Netflix and all the other stuff, but this is a TV. I want a big screen app. I want to use a controller or something other than a full keyboard and mouse. I've been using this little guy for the past few years, and that's worked well, but basically I only use these buttons and nothing, and the enter key and nothing else really, because I don't want to type. Maybe for a YouTube search, but I want it to be a TV system, not a computer system. That's why I run OpenELEC. It basically doesn't allow you to do anything else than Kodi. So let's look at it that way, and let's do some speed comparisons, some playback comparisons, and let's see how it goes. Okay. Let's do a quick unboxing. I guess it's no secret where I bought it. If you've ever bought at the same shop before, they have very signature boxes. But I guess that's good for them. This video isn't sponsored. I bought it with my own money. But, oh well. Go. NVIDIA Shield. You can see by the controller that it's the 2017 version. Also, the 2015 version didn't have the remote included. That's also why they jacked up the price a little bit. But I think it's a better package overall. 4K HDR, 1080p, 720p, Google Cast, so this will actually replace my HTPC and my Chromecast. So yeah, let's open this up. And there we have it. Cool. Okay. This is the little remote that comes with it. It has a microphone, so you can talk to, well, basically the Google Assistant. The Shield 2017 itself, it's a bit smaller than the 2015 version was. The Pro model is still the same size though, because this doesn't have a hard disk, they actually made a smaller version this time. Kind of dusty, but okay. Ports in the back. We have, let me see if that's in focus. Okay. We have power, which is actually USB-C, I think. Then we have a gigabit LAN, HDMI, and two USB 3.0 ports, or 3.1 Gen 1, or whatever stupid naming they thought of. Really, they should have named USB-C 10 gigabit just USB 3.5 or something like that. Anyway, that's the Shield. And here we have the controller. It has this little square edges, I guess. Takes me back to the good old days where I would only have the Xbox controller to control XBMC. So that's nostalgic in a way. Okay, cool. There's a micro USB connection, from what I can tell. Yeah. Okay. A quick start guide, which is, well, very quick. That's awesome. Put in HDMI, put in power, turn it on. Okay, I think I can manage that. USB A to micro USB for the controller. Oh, the support guide is a bit bigger. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So let's see what we have. We have a adapter, which is 19 volts by 2.1 amps. Okay. And this is, okay, this is not USB-C. That's too bad. But okay, I guess it needs more power. Yeah, we get two types of plugs. I guess they have region boxes. This is the UK plug, and this is the EU plug, I guess, or at least the one we use in the Netherlands. So I'm going to use that one. And as far as what's in the box, that's it. This should snap on like that. And there we have everything. Well, as it looks, it's a pretty complete package. So let me hook it up and let's take a look.
Feel the sunrise exhilarate. Our faces lit with red and gold. Watch the sunrise accelerate. Take my hand, we'll fly
Okay, so how did the little shield do? Well, as I said, the main focus of this video was testing to see how fast Kodi was on the new 2017 Shield compared to my Haswell quad-core i5 SSD PC basically, or HTPC. And well, it didn't do too bad. If we're looking at cold startup, the PC won, which I didn't expect. But we have to do a fair comparison here. But from cold start, it would take the Shield about 50 seconds to be in the main menu of Kodi. And the HTPC only took 24 seconds. So it's faster. But there's two buts with that. The PC is running OpenELAC, so you will have to dedicate your PC to just being a Kodi machine. But I did for a few years, so that's a fair comparison. But the Shield, well, you'd never turn off. Basically, it would most of the time be in sleep mode, and going from sleep mode to the front screen of Kodi was about 10 seconds. So in theory it lost, but in reality the Shield will be faster. So that's a good thing. I tried to think of some tests of which I could subject Kodi on both the platforms to. And I settled on scanning my TV downloads library. It's about 2 terabytes of downloaded episodes in 720p or 1080p. And I had it clean its database and then basically scrape all the files in there and get the information and see how long that indexing would take. So I did a hot run. So I did a run, then I deleted the database and I did a run again, just to make sure my storage system wasn't the bottleneck, because I'm using a ZFS-based server, so I was sure everything was in cache. So when doing that, the PC took 2 minutes and 15 seconds to scrape all the files in there, and the Shield took 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes-ish. So it's about half as fast as the PC was doing the same task, but still scraping 2 terabytes of TV files in 5 minutes is a great score. I tried it with an Android box a few years ago before I decided to build the HTPC, and it would take half an hour or something like that, which was unacceptable. So media playback has been flawless. It's been very good, and I'm having some audio sync issues, but I think it's more to do with the Emotiva processor I have than with the Shield itself. I'm going to look into that. And well, next to Kodi, of course, the Shield offers a lot more functionality. And I'm enjoying those and speaking into the remote's fun, and Spotify and Twitch and YouTube and stuff on there. That's great fun. I am going to try NVIDIA Game Stream because my main game PC has an NVIDIA card, and I might try some GeForce Now and maybe some other stuff. If you're interested in those things, let me know in the comments below, and maybe I'll make another video of that. So for now, that's it, and catch you in the next video.